Since mid-February this year, Pope Francis has approached one of the most formidable health challenges of his life. Hospitalized on Valentine's Day, he began an intensive fight against double pneumonia, a condition both physically demanding and complicated, particularly for someone in their late 80s. His journey, marked by a roller coaster of setbacks and recoveries, has been nothing short of extraordinary. Yet even from his hospital room, he remains steadfast in his papal duties, demonstrating a kind of resilience that echoes through the hallowed walls of the Vatican itself. We've seen a fine line being walked here, a delicate balance, really, between the public's right to be informed and the Church's commitment to safeguarding its leaders' privacy. Transparency invites sympathy, of course, but also scrutiny. Vatican updates, while steady, often reflect the complexity of managing such a public role during a health crisis of this magnitude. It's not just about the Pope's physical condition. It's as much about the emotional and spiritual ripple effects his recovery, or, God forbid, decline, might have on the global Catholic community. And then we have the unsung heroes in all this, the healthcare staff at the Gemelli Hospital who've worked tirelessly under constant public attention. It's no wonder Pope Francis himself made a point to praise their dedication, describing their care as genuine reflections of God's infinite love. From my perspective as a doctor, this underscores the undeniable importance of holistic, compassionate care, not merely addressing the physical symptoms, but nurturing the emotional and spiritual well-being of someone in recovery. It's a collaboration, one of science, empathy, and faith, each performing its part in what we hope will be his full restoration of health. Play this clip.
The news is much better tonight, Jose. Pope Francis is stable after yesterday's bronchial spasm. He has been alternating between the breathing mask and receiving high-flow oxygen, and the Vatican says he's having a good response. On top of that, there have been no more crises since the one like on Friday. All of that lightening the mood at tonight's rosary service inside St. Peter's Basilica because of the rain. The Vatican says the Pope does not have a fever. His vital signs are normal, and he was up walking and praying today at his private chapel in the hospital. Still, Pope Francis' prognosis is guarded, and what that means is he is not out of the woods yet. Jose?
In what can only be described as a profoundly moving display of unity and compassion, children from conflict zones around the world have journeyed to Rome, carrying with them prayers and hope for Pope Francis. These young pilgrims, many clutching balloons matching the colors of the Vatican flag, gathered outside Gemelli Hospital in an extraordinary moment that bridged faith and resilience. For these children, hailing from regions marked by war and deep suffering, this was more than a symbolic act. It was a plea, a gesture of solidarity that transcends borders and underscores the interconnectedness of our human narrative. And Pope Francis, in his characteristic humility and warmth, responded in kind. Through messages conveyed from his modest hospital room, he expressed profound gratitude to those praying for him, especially these children. His words resonate deeply, emphasizing themes of love, mutual support, and the power of hope, even in the face of adversity. Our bodies are weak, he said, but nothing can prevent us from loving, praying, or being for one another. It's not just eloquence. It's a call to action, a reminder that even in frailty, we are called to uplift each other. Equally compelling is the role Pope Francis continues to play as a moral beacon, using his confinement not as a limitation, but as a platform for advocacy. In recent messages, he has renewed his plea for peace in conflict-ridden areas, Ukraine, Palestine, and beyond. It's remarkable, isn't it? Despite navigating his own health struggles, he remains steadfast in addressing global crises. This duality, his personal vulnerability alongside his unwavering advocacy, illuminates the profound spiritual leadership that many identify with his papacy. Marking the 12th anniversary of his election from a hospital room was not how Pope Francis nor anyone else imagined the day. Yet, in its own way, This moment encapsulates an extraordinary narrative of resilience, hinting at both humbling vulnerability and the enduring strength of faith-led leadership. Even amidst personal health challenges, Pope Francis remains a vivid testament to the enduring mission of the Church, adapting, reforming, and leading with compassion, courage, and a sense of profound duty. One cannot ignore the seismic implications of his progressive reform agenda, even as critics speculate wrongly about potential resignation. Vatican insiders and actions alike tell a different story, a leader still actively shaping the Church's future, embracing inclusion and extending dialogues on deeply polarizing issues like LGBTQ+ roles and women's representation within its structure. These initiatives reflect a transformative vision for Catholicism, one that strives to bridge the past with an inviting future. Leadership in the face of immense personal challenges isn't new to human history. Think of figures like Roosevelt steering through polio or Mandela leading through years of imprisonment. Pope Francis joins this lineage of leaders who not only navigate their crises, but use them as platforms to inspire hope and drive movement. His papacy, steeped in the understanding of fragility and humility, carries an undeniable power to unify and guide at a time when the world, fractured by conflict and doubt, craves steady voices of moral clarity. As we reflect on this chapter in Pope Francis's life, we're reminded of what true leadership looks like. Not an unbroken stride, but a series of steadfast steps taken even when the path is fraught with trial. And for all of us, regardless of faith, his journey offers a profound invitation to be resilient, compassionate, and steadfast in both struggle and purpose. That wraps up today's episode of The Real 411. I want to personally thank each and every one of you for tuning in and for your continued support. It means more than you know. If you found value in today's discussion, please drop a comment. Follow us on all social media platforms and let us know what topics you'd like to see us cover next. Be sure to sign up for our email newsletter so you never miss an update or exclusive insight. And if you believe in independent media that digs deeper and dares to tell the truth, please consider following The Real 411 on Substack and Fanbase. We offer both free and paid subscriptions, and your support helps us continue producing content that informs, empowers, and sparks real conversation. Thanks again for being part of this journey, because remember, the story is never just the headline. Until next time, stay informed, stay bold, and stay real.